Cancer. Hello, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, Cancer. Hello. How do you like the new intro? I'm so excited. I'm so stoked about this. Also, there's something coming that's a surprise, and I'm almost bursting because I want to tell you, but it's not quite ready yet. But I will, so please stay tuned if you're interested to see what that surprise is. I'm super excited again. So, and if you would like to win the free private reading, 20-minute free private reading with Spirit and myself, please subscribe to the channel and say that you did so below, and that enters you. You can also do so over on Instagram, that's fine as well, at Universal Power Tarot. And yeah, the winner of August free private readings is down in the caption below, if you're interested to see who that is, right? We picked them. So, Cancer, we're gonna hop right into your reading. They came out with 3 guardian angel cards from the pre-shuffle. Let me read 2 to you here. That's what I've been told, to read 1 in the beginning and 1 at the end of your reading, and then a 3rd one over at the extended. And we'll start by reading your first, which is a prayer. There's only 4 prayer cards in the whole entire deck here, so this is potent. Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. Oh, that's beautiful. I hope you felt that. Let's shuffle your cards and see what wants to come out. It's a general reading, Cancer, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it is for somebody else. It's not gender specific. Way too many. Okay. Not gender specific. You can reverse the placements. And it's not time specific either, so whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. Just go with your gut feeling whenever, thank you, whenever, no. Yeah, whenever you feel drawn to the title of a reading, just watch it. There's probably a message in there for you. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay, they were saying another one, so that's what we'll do. Just bear with for a second. Thank you, that's it already, yep. Great. Okay, wow. Powerful. What I can already see, well, actually it's funny because all of them were either upside down or not really visible, right? And I turned them around. But this was kind of prematurely because the first ones, they're still turned around. And of course, as you know my readings, this always has significance. Like the way I do stuff in the readings is always guided. So that's that. And I'm now feeling like right here in my rib cage, the right side, I don't know what organ is here, or if it's the organs or if it's the muscles. It's specific for some of you. There is something here in this area. What do you want to tell them with this, Spirit? They just said nothing. It's just confirmation. If you feel this, then this reading is for you, like specifically. Okay, so I still keep feeling it. It feels really warm. It's kind of a weird feeling, like liquid would be pouring like over here, but it's obviously not. But that's a strange feeling, and it is persisting. Weird. Okay. Yeah, so prematurely turning something over. It has to do with a message, incoming message, that causes a tower, that causes spirituality. So this is going to be interesting. Let's go with your first card, however. Wow, you have the King of Rods here, Cancer. It is you. I've just been told that's you. Someone who's very, very loyal, not gender specific, who is very well liked in their community, someone who's also authoritative, but not in the sense of not like this, but rather via actions, because, and that's why they're so well liked too, right? That's why you were so well liked, Cancer, because you just step up to the plate every time you show up. You should also show up for those around you. That's a huge part of that too. You're consistent, you are honest here, you're exactly what you see is what you get with you. Okay, with the specific people I'm reading for here right now, that is for you. What you see is what you get, and this is why you're so well liked and very, I'm getting such a warm energy from this card, and it's really magnificent because it's so strong and coming from the heart at the same time. And this is a wonderful combination to have, really wonderful, very committed to your family, to your friends, whatever it is for you, right? To your community. There's a lot of that in there. Oh wow, a death. This is Scorpionic card. Death, the close in this deck, so that something is coming to an end or has come to an end that has brought you wisdom. So that's actually the topic of the other three cards that are combined in this one card here, because something again is coming to an end. You're coming into the knowledge of something, or came into the knowledge of something, and then that may not feel so great, like a Tower moment, because you were like, that shook you, that must have shook you. And with that, however, wisdom is coming in, and that is always a good thing, because when we are finally able to look at stuff, much like with that Pisces full moon that will have occurred as your reading is coming out, but still has effect, right? It still has effect. That's exactly that. It brings up stuff to look at, so we can reassess. It makes us see things that were in the hidden before, and then change starts to happen within you, right? That is going to start like a changing process within you that is necessary. That is necessary, and it may have started or will start with a message, with someone reaching out to you. That could also be spirit, like reaching out to you, but I rather feel it is like you're somewhere, either through people or otherwise, you are getting this message, okay? You're getting this message, and it is causing a Tower moment here. But again, to me, the Tower is really just there to have everything break away that no longer serves us, which is really serving your highest good, of course, right? And Spirit is there, right there with you, like holding your hand. It's like, we'll jump together. It's like that kind of a feeling. Spirit is taking you by the hand and says, Cancer, we'll jump together. 1, 2, 3, let's go. It's like that. But you have major support here. Like, they're holding your hand as you fall off of this tower. They're falling with you. They're with you all the way, because they know down here there's a fun trampoline, actually. So it's much like, I'm almost getting like a circus act. So you may have felt like this whole thing, this whole scenario, whatever it was for you, felt like a circus act to you. So going up, being fearful, and then jumping down because Spirit says it's time now and we'll do it together. And then you're landing on this trampoline or like bouncy object. You know how children have it. That's what they're showing me with this, like bouncy castle or something. And it's just like, ta-da! It's like that. It's such a strange energy. I almost just got, it was all for fun, ta-da! Which is so strange. So strange. Of course they're coming in to show you something, but that they would come in with that certain energy is really weird to me. Really weird. Why? Why is it coming in like that? But we'll see. We'll inquire. This often makes sense as the reading unfolds here later on, and then it will perfectly click into place. And maybe that's exactly what it feels like for you. It's just like, what the hell? What is this kind of a circus? Like, are you kidding me? It's like that, right? And it won't make sense. You're only holding this now, maybe, but later, as you put that stone in, you'll see it's a whole building, right? It's a whole thing, and then it unfolds for you. And indeed, it is for your spiritual growth. The High Priest here, which is Taurus energy, is a major arcana, much like the Tower, of course. And the High Priest is someone who is able to jump between dimensions, to jump between worlds, to explore both worlds, the earthly realm as well as the spiritual realm, and combine these two as well in their standing, right? In their stance, because they are on earth, they are a earthly being, yet they bring in the light, okay? And they do have the overview. So we do have the eagle here in this card. We could be also talking about a spirit animal, because eagle power is really like big and powerful, right? The eagle as a spirit animal. Right. Yeah, secret knowledge. Coming into secret knowledge here that is gonna help you as you evolve. But I feel it's like an upgrade of some sorts from the King of Rods to the High Priest here. You'll still be you. You'll still be very much you here, Cancer, but it's in a different form or shape, if that makes any sense. And now they're drawing my eye, so it's not at the end, it's in the middle. They're drawing my eye to the next one, which is forgiveness, the guardian angel card. And it says, holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so, you will reclaim your joy of life. This is a very hard lesson to learn, and it could not be more true, unfortunately. And it does not mean like bypassing your emotions in the process at all, right? Like feel them, allow them to come up, the anger to rise for whatever has been done to you and ultimately for you. But this is also, it all belongs to the process of forgiving. I just want to make this very clear here, because like I misunderstood that in the past. And I was like, okay, I'll just bless and surrender the past, but without acknowledging my emotions, which is apparently not the way to go at all. This will really backfire. So acknowledge your emotions here. What do you have for Cancers, please? Do you not want to talk? You don't want to talk, do you? This is interesting, Cancer. This has never happened before. We're switching decks right in the middle of your reading. We're going straight to the oracle cards. Very interesting turn of events. So this is taking you straight up the higher alley, like the whole thing. There's no more 3D, no more mingling around. It's just going straight up there. So go ahead, spirits, tell us what Cancer needs to know, please. Very interesting. Unfoldment of events. Okay. One more, please. Thank you. Of course. Of course. Okay. So interesting, dudes, what is happening? So you have discernment with a number 10 breaking down to a 1, which is the beginning of something new. As you see, she cannot see because she's clouded in vision. You do not see the full picture yet, like it was stated before. Some of you, if not all of you who are watching, have to work on their solar plexus. This is often also beside the root chakra, the place where the energetic place where ancestral stuff is stored. And it seems to be the case here with you as well, where it may not necessarily be your own, but it's something that has been carried and dragged along throughout the entire ancestral line. And Cancer, guess what? You're the one that gets to do it, finally, right? Hooray. So that's kind of like what it feels like. This circus kind of a thing is popping back up again. Like, are you kidding me? And yeah, and that's fine. Allow that to be present within yourself. That anger, that annoyance, that frustration. Allow that to be there, right? Acknowledge it. And now feel it specifically in my stomach, solar plexus area. How that is changing as you allow it to be there and no longer suppress it. This cannot be suppressed. It's very important that it comes to the surface, that it is allowed to be there because it is part of you. And if you push out part of yourself and shut them out, how do you think they're gonna feel, right? They're gonna feel like even worse, and either they're not talking to you anymore at all, which is not good, or they're gonna throw a tantrum and gonna like do bad stuff behind closed doors. And this is subconsciously happening so many times, right? As I'm speaking it out to you, it makes sense, right? But often we don't see those processes, and then we wonder why our life is looking a certain way. And then you go and really maybe like knocking on the door and be like, I'm sorry, I should have, like, I didn't know better. I'm just going to acknowledge you now. Start the communication. That's going to be very, very important here for you. And use your discernment. It's not with the eyes or the brain. It's rather the heart and the feeling body that is being asked for you to tap into here in this particular case. There's also something about rainbow energy. You can surround yourself with rainbow colored energy that's going to help you. Sit in meditation and really, with the question, what am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? Please reveal to me, what am I not seeing? And sit and wait. The answers will come to you, okay? There's also something about planetary alignments, so you may want to check out your chart, Cancer, and find out like where the planets are currently, where they were as you were born. It becomes more and more significant for some reason, like the planetary alignments, because they do influence us. They do. And then you have the unexpected card with the number 43 breaking down to a 7, which is, surprisingly enough, you're exactly where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. It's interesting. It's like this one. It's all of a sudden turning around because she can't see this way anyways, right? All of a sudden turning around and start to watch TV. It's like watching an old movie of yourself here, Cancer. And maybe with a really good friend, maybe with a confidant who has been through this with you. This could be a sister or a brother that you're starting to discuss this with. And this is going to be very beneficial to that inner child, that inner adolescent, that inner almost adult, right? Because they're being acknowledged, they're being like talked about. This is going to stir their interest, right? And this is so good. And you're watching this and you're finding, how do you say, like comfort with another here. This could also be someone who has been passed, who has passed over already. But it's really like turning around, like facing the other way. All of a sudden, it's like that epiphany moment that the tower is going to bring in for you here. And all of a sudden, you're like seeing it, you're watching it. It's being presented to you in meditation. However this comes to you, that's the message that is coming in for you. Rare occurrences, like right now is a really good time. It's the blue moon, and this card comes with a specific description, once in a blue moon. So this is something that is a really good time right now for you to look at, because right now it resolves fairly quickly. That's the message here as well. Yeah, they want to leave it at that, and we'll continue to ask for advice and how this is going to unfold for you even further over on Vimeo and or Patreon if you would like to follow us over there. Link down in the description box. There's a new addition to Patreon, which is 15% off to all private readings. If you're interested in booking one of those, I recommend becoming a Patreon first, because that means for most cases the first month of Patreon is for free, right? So check out both options and see which one suits you best. And I'm going to post the picture of your reading here and the extended over on Instagram, as well as a little description, so you can choose if that would be something you would be interested in, and furthering your knowledge about your topic and getting advice from Spirit. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your likes, shares, subscriptions, beautiful comments, and I'll see you either over there or next time. Thanks. Bye.